Right, today something a little bit less dramatic, I guess, but if you've seen the little short and the tease about the Disco Ute we're going to get up here, it's like a Disco 1 cut into a Ute, nicely done, actually stretched the chassis and everything. 4 litre V8 with a Holly Sniper carby. He's actually going to be trying to paint that in a very nice spicy looking colour this weekend. So I've got to try and get this fuel tank fixed up for him, because as soon as he got it, I looked at the tank, I said, oh man, that's going to cause you so much grief, you need to change it. And sure enough it did, and it just caused him a heap of grief because it's just poorly designed. So we've got it now. He's cut it open to get in there and clean out. It had a liner inside which all flaked off, and that's where the problem came in for what I was saying was going to happen. Is the actual fuel outlet is right at the bottom of the tank there. So the slightest bit of crap and crud just blocks up that hole or gets sucked into the filter, and it just choked it every time. So I said we need the actual filter like normal, come down from the top. Nice little filter, which Ron brought like a little Raceworks diaphragm there to put on the end of a tube. So we've got to weld it back together again, fill up the hole that he's cut, and we've got some laser cut rings made up, so that'll be to mount the new fuel sender in, and a bit of an inspection port and stuff like that too, so we can get into it later on and clean stuff. Also going to probably got to run down the metal shop. We need to cut like a 4-inch, probably 4-inch drop tube at the bottom of it. I want to just drop at the bottom of the center a little drop tube. We've got a drain bung that I bought as well to weld into that, so it's like a bit of a sediment catcher, and also to a place where the little diaphragm can sit down into. So that's when the fuel's sloshing around or so forth like that, it can actually just be trapped in there, and any rubbish can easily be drained out as it's sloshing around and gets caught in that lower point. So I think we'll just start seeing if we can clean up the surfaces a bit. Tack weld, we're going to use Tiggy over there, tack weld the actual plate in. Not sure how many sundries I've got here, I'll have to check. I'm probably running out of welding rods, but we'll just start getting things tacked into place and see how we go and see how far we get before we've got to run down to town and buy some supplies. So let's get into the Disco tank repair. Bit excited. Kid the candy store. Bit of a bad mood, just a little issue of a bumblebee going on, but I'm trying to get ready. But Just thought, bugger it. With all this cutting holes and stuff like that I want to do in this petrol tank, I've just gone and bought myself a plasma cutter. Been quite impressed with the TIG so far, and the local shop I buy from, hardware store type thing, they actually stock the Dura Alloy brand. So I thought, we'll give this a go too. There's heaps of cutting holes on this petrol tank alone. Got brackets and everything to make for beefy coming up. Got a couple old gas bowls I want to turn into like little wood fires. So I just thought, you know what, just go get it. So, I'm going to give this bad boy a run now. alright, it's all put together. I just need to try and seal up all these holes and pressure test it. So, I'll see what I got laying around here that I can use to plug up the holes and see what we can do. Right, let's find some stuff. Surprisingly, I only found 2 or 3 tiny little pinholes, which I'll be surprised the fuel actually got through. I had to really stretch the tank out of compressed air to actually make it blow out. So, but we've got them welded up now, just a little one up here and a little one up there and one on the other side. So, that being said, we're all done. I'll take all my bungs out, pretty much use whatever I could. But it worked, so just smeared some good old-fashioned car wash around it, and saw the bubbles coming through. So she's all done. We shall unplug everything and get it down and drop it off to me mate, and that's the tank done. You can stick it in his car, get the paint on it, and bring it up here so I can tidy up some wiring on it.